The aisle was lined with self-care products that hung from chrome hooks and rested on sheets of off-white metal that chipped here and there. Funny how you forget what you're looking for until you see it staring right back at you. In this case, it was the bright green and white box of Excedrin that came into view. A sneeze began to approach and blew through the inside of my elbow. It was just a common cold. As much as I would like to say that I woke with a pounding skull and empty bottles next to a broken lampshade from a late night under neon lights where they say I want to live faster, faster, it wasn't the case. That's probably what the middle-aged woman who rushed a small child past assumed, though. I guess it looks a bit sketchy in the first place pulling up to the aspirin aisle with a black hoodie on my shoulders and a blank expression. Maybe something antisocial radiates from my posture. Who knows? On the other side of the aisle, a vending machine hummed out from the corner in the background of idle chatter and squeaking rubber wheels from shopping carts gliding over the cold white tile. Apparently a vending machine falling on you could end it all, but I didn't think it was the case. But then I remembered when I was little out playing ball and a fat kid fell on me. My life flashed before my eyes, I tell ya. Like the shadow of a slightly rounder angel of death making a horrifying descending. That seems so long ago, though. Crazy where time goes and everything ends up being frozen into the past tense. They say to be grateful and to enjoy the moments that you have. Simple as just getting out into the vibrance of the day's radiance and everything will be alright. But I mean, hey, there are always those late nights where I could go swipe the keys from the cold kitchen counter. Go do 86 on the stormy freeway as the rattling breasted four-cylinder rages on through the pouring rain. But then they call you ungrateful. It all becomes so simple when you just did all of this to yourself. Like the old weathered bulletin board next to the algebra room and adjacent to the hallway lined with lockers that can barely hold the sea of annual fundraisers, game nights, and club meetings. The bright yellow sign-up sheet shines out so optimistically, calling out through ironic bold uppercase that everyone is welcome, because damn it kid, you won't have a single excuse to say that you don't belong. Anyways, thinking back on the vending machine tragedy, it's a bit metaphorical in a horrible way. It might just be how I end up meeting my demise in the end. Couldn't muster up the last dime or nickel, so the only option is to embrace the refrigerator-sized massive stainless steel like your old alcoholic Aunt Patty on Thanksgiving and rattle the living daylights out of it. Then it falls on me, and I die. Be a pretty sad obituary, wouldn't it? All he ever wanted was just a bag of spicy nacho Doritos. Back to the present, the rows of pharmaceuticals still gazed back blankly from their places on the shelf. Whoever was in the camera room that night keeping a close eye on me must be wondering why the person in the black sweatshirt had been standing in the self-care aisle for the past 5 minutes. So, swiping the Excedrin from the shelf, it was getting late. The checkout line wasn't getting any shorter.